Hey guys, welcome
Good.
back to Two Brothers Gaming Podcast. This is episode 54, and I'm here with Rylan.
Yeah, we had a whole bunch of different topics here today.
We do. We'll go ahead and jump
Another
into,
handheld.
yeah, another handheld. First topic. Genesis handheld from Hyperkin has been announced.
Okay. So, we've been talking about a whole bunch of, last episode 53, the one we just recorded, talking about another new handheld.
Yeah,
All these handhelds just popping up out of the blue.
they are. But this one's pretty
But
cool.
what I got here, the Mega 95 is now a new gaming handheld from Hyperkin that's designed to play original Sega Genesis and Mega Drive cartridges. It's equipped with a 5-inch display that has a toggle to switch between 4, 3, and 16:9 modes, and a battery that Hyperkin says should last 10 hours per charge. Think of it like a modern take on the Genesis Nomad with roughly 3 times the battery life and other modern inconveniences. So it's gonna have a really long battery life.
Yeah, 10
10
hours.
hours.
And the cool part
That's
is it takes Sega Genesis and Sega Mega Drive cartridges. So like the original cartridge you played on the Sega Genesis on your TV, you can put
you
in
can
this
use.
handheld and play on the
Yeah,
go, which is really cool.
it is pretty cool. Also got here. Uh, the handheld looks to be portable version of the Hyperkin's Mega Retro N HD gaming console. The existing Genesis compatibility retro console released in 2018, so 6 years ago. Wow,
Yeah.
six
Wow,
years
that's
ago.
crazy, isn't it?
And then it doesn't 2018 doesn't feel that long ago either.
No, it doesn't.
It says here, and which now sells for $60. Hyperkin presses press release doesn't go into detail about the Mega 95 runs its classic Genesis titles, but Mega Retro N reportedly uses a hardware emulation approach with quality that sits somewhere between a software emulator and the premium FPGA based system used in Analog's Mega SG home console. Also got here, although the Mega 95 is designed primarily as a handheld system, it also has a USB-C dock available. So it's like the Switch. The Switch has a USB-C dock
Right.
also. It says here it'll let you plug into the TV, which features ports to plug in additional controllers. Each Mega 95 comes with a dock. So
That's cool.
it's a switch. It's kind of like a switch too,
Good.
because you can dock it. Same with like the Rogue Island stuff. You can dock it also, but
Sega
and everything.
Genesis Switch.
Yeah, basically,
That's pretty cool.
that's pretty cool. Also got here pricing or a release date for the is not hasn't been announced yet. Well, at least for what I got. But it says here Hyperkin's handheld Super NES emulation machine currently sells at around 120. With any luck, that could mean the Mega 95 ends up being more affordable and, you know, more. So it's hopefully going to be less than that.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I thought this was really cool. I played Sega Genesis a long time ago. I played first.
Yeah.
I played the first two Sonic games on it. I didn't play Sonic 3 on it, but plus other good
Yeah.
games. But thought that was really cool. And Hyperkin, they make pretty good products most of the time. Sometimes their products are kind of iffy, but most of the time they make pretty good devices. Usually they make aftermarket controllers and stuff, but they have other
Yeah.
devices they make as well.
They do make some good stuff, but, as you said, they can be quite.
Sometimes it's not
Eh.
so good.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and move on. We talked about this topic last week, and
Mhm.
kind of got an update here. The MIG Switch Dumper is listed as a separate purchase.
Kind of weird. It's
Yeah.
listed as whole different purchase. It says here it's going to consist of two products. Doesn't really mean it's going to be sold as a set though. It says here that MIG brand is two products, the dumper and the flash cart. Also got here. Also, the price point is around 70 for a bundle. Still, it says here it still makes 0 cents. The FPGAs alone are probably a good chunk of that, as well as the manufacturing costs. It says here they had to make that clarification on their website today. Of course, it wasn't today, it was a few days ago or whatnot.
Right.
Because sellers started that rumor all on their own and started to spread it without any information to back it up, which is, they said here, shady. And any of those sellers should not receive anyone's money. They clearly just don't care and they just want to get quick cash out of it. So I think that's why they're listed as a separate purchase from the cash. It says here themselves have been, oh, excuse me. It says here themselves having been led to believe the dumper was included to be as part of the product cost to us. Since been clarified that the MIG switch that they had intended to release is later, this at a later date is sold separately. So that's dumb. That's kind of sold separately and not together with everything else.
Yeah, initially people thought it was going to be a two
Like,
and one
it's
deal, but it's
yeah.
not, which I understand, which I kind of was surprised when people said it was. I was like, oh, that's a pretty good price for both of those things, but it ended up, not being true. But says people are asking if this item is included or not with their orders. Unfortunately, no pre-sales from all distributors will include the dumper tool. They will only include the MIG
Mhm.
Switch flash cart. We are still
Yeah.
awaiting information from MIG Switch on the price and availability of the MIG Switch dumper, and I imagine all distributors will be updating their product pages accordingly, keeping their customers in the loop as I'll be. Either way, this is a good product. I
Yeah.
wanted to pre-order it on January 3rd when it released, but I didn't have enough money, so I didn't get to. And then pre-order sold out,
I
and
mean, you're
then
gonna get it eventually,
I
though.
will, yeah. And then a couple days ago, pre-orders were back in, but I still didn't have the money, so I still wasn't able to get it. So
Yeah.
if you order it right now, it said that you should receive it by the end of February. So this is a two-man team.
One.
This is only two people. It's not a company. So two people are
Oh,
making all of these. So that's pretty good for two people.
so I kind of get why they did the separate thing too, because also, as it said, like, get
Makes
more
them
money
more
out of it.
money
Also,
too.
yeah, it's only two people, so that does make sense now. So
Right. And you don't have to have this dumper in order to dump the ROM from your physical
yeah.
cartridge, because you can mod your switch and dump your ROMs that way. There's other ways online to dump your ROMs if you get a tool. This is just convenient
Hmm.
because this is a flash cart, and then the dumper tool, I mean, basically
Yeah.
goes with it kind of, but you don't have to have the dumper tool to use this flash cart. But I mean, it kind of sucks, but at the same time, I understand with it being a two-person team. For one, they'll get more money
Yeah.
by doing it separately, and two, the dumper was taking longer than what they thought it would. So that's why it's coming out
Yeah.
a little bit after the flash cart. But
Yeah. I
one day
understand that.
I will get the flash cart, and I will let you guys know how it is. I'll probably
We don't
do
know
a video
when, but
for it on my personal YouTube channel, so you guys can check
yeah,
it out. Whenever, I'll let you know when I get it.
do an unboxing or whatnot.
Yeah, little little unboxing.
And you can show how it works and whatnot.
Yep. All right, move on. PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium games for January.
Okay, what I got here is here's the premium games and everything. You have a hard space shipbreaker. It was for PS5, added the 16th. It's going to be added on January 16th. Just Cause 3, that's a really good game.
Yeah, it is.
For PS, it's probably says PS4 here. January 16th also. Lego City Undercover, PS4, January 16th. Resident Evil 2, PS4 and PS5, January 16th. Session Skate Sim, PS4, PS5, January 16th. Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shotgun, PS4, January 16th. Let's see. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, the Next Level Edition, PS4, PS5, also January 16th. Vampire the Masquerade, Swan Sun, PS4, PS5, also again going to be released January 16th. Also got here's some essential games, which all PS Plus members have access to. It says A Plague Tale. These are just, I think, PS Plus games actually. So I'm not gonna read those because we went over those.
Yep.
But those games, two of those games sound kind of interesting to me because Resident Evil 2 and Just Cause 3 because those are
They're both
both really really good
They are.
games.
And we just talked about Resident Evil 2 remake being on Game Pass
Yeah, we did.
sometime last
I
week.
remember.
So
It wasn't
it's
that long
coming to
ago. So.
both PS Plus, PS Plus Extra and Premium, and then Game Pass also. So either console you have, you're going to get Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
And like Rowland said, Just Cause 3 is a very good game as well. So if you haven't played it before,
I remember I
pick
had
it up.
Just Cause, like the demo of Just Cause 3 on my 360. I couldn't play the whole game. It was just a demo though. I used
Yeah.
to and you only had like an hour to do whatever you wanted.
Yeah, with
And
the
then you had to
demos.
restart again.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I liked Just Cause 3. I played Just Cause 4 though. That's also a really good.
Yeah, it is.
I like that series. And the Resident Evil series is one of my favorite gaming.
Resident Evil 3 is my favorite.
It's I was actually talking about Resident Evil 3 earlier.
Were you?
Yeah, because there was this house that kind of looked like it was from like one of the games.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So it was, yeah,
Kind of scary at the same time. I don't know what that house looked like, but all right, we'll move on. Both Golden Sun games are coming to Nintendo Switch Online next week.
I got here 2 classic Game Boy Advance role-playing games are coming to Nintendo Switch next week. 2001's Golden Sun and 2002's Golden Sun: The Lost Age. The games will either be available on January 17th, according to a tweet, or January 16th, according to this press release. Presumably, this confusion and time zones related. And we've followed up with Nintendo's clarification. It says here, but regardless of the exact date, they'll be available as part of the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack subscription. We've known at least one of these games was coming to the Switch ever since Golden Sun made the appearance as part of Nintendo's original announcement about Game Boy games coming to its subscription service. We talked about this, didn't we? I'm pretty sure we talked about the Game Boy games.
Yeah, we've talked about different ones
Like
before, but not these ones specifically.
Yeah. It says here, but it's taken roughly a year for the tease to pay off. It also says here, if you're unfamiliar with the titles, here's how Nintendo's press release describes them. I'm just going to describe some of the titles for you guys if you guys don't know the games.
Yeah.
It says here, from the humble village of Vale to the mystical peaks of Mount Elf.
Yeah.
Alfie. The Golden Sun games set magic wielding young heroes Isaac, Garrett, Ivan, and Mia on a quest to prevent the ancient power of the alchemy from being unleashed on their home world of Weird. Wayard. Their adventure takes them through towns, caverns, and dungeons as they face willing enemies, complete puzzles, and epic challenges that push their magical abilities to the absolute limits. So there's just pretty cool. I've heard of these games. I've never played them, certain Game Boy games or whatnot. I've played like 2 Game Boy games.
Yeah.
But it was a little thing, you guys.
Okay. Yeah. So just to recap, Golden Sun and its sequel, Golden Sun: The Golden Age, are joining Nintendo Switch Online Library next week. On January 17th, these 2 classic Game Boy Advance games will be available to play for all Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack subscribers. So these 2 games, especially the first one, people loved, still love to this day. Like, people talk about this game all the time. I never played it, and it's
That's surprising.
an RPG. Well, it's an RPG. So
true. I don't really like RPGs.
I don't either. But people say that these are some of the best RPGs ever made. So maybe they're good. Maybe they're good. I mean, they'll be on Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack. So got the expansion pack, try it out. But I know a lot of people seen this on this topic online, and a lot of people were excited about this.
I mean, yeah, they say they're good games, so of course they're going to be excited and whatnot for it.
Right. All right, and then moving on to the last topic, kind of already touched on it, and I wasn't sure if you had played a Game Boy Advance game before.
Game Boy Advance game? No, never played. I've played here like with the original Game Boy.
Okay.
I haven't played the Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance. Okay.
At all. So yeah, I've never played a Game Boy Advance. Sadly, maybe one day I will.
I've played enough for the 2 of us and probably 10 other people, because that was let's see.
Was that like one of your first ever consoles?
It was. I remember when I got my first Game Boy Advance. It was the wide one without the backlight, and it was on our way down to the beach. Me and Colin got ours the same day.
I remember you told me this story.
Yeah, we got ours the same day. We was going to the beach, so we played them down to the beach. I guess they would shut up on the way. But a few years later, the Game Boy Advance SP came out, which is the square one that has the clamshell. It opens up kind of like a DS.
Yeah,
and it has a backlight. And I played.
So you can actually play it in the dark.
Right. You don't have to sit under a lamp or a light or hold it right in the sun, to play it or whatever.
That was the bad thing about like the Game Boy, because you had to play it where like light was hitting.
Yeah.
You had to hold it like a certain angle.
You was used to it back then because that's all you knew. But after backlights came out, it's hard to go back.
Yeah.
But the Game Boy Advance SP, I played the absolute crap out of that thing. I played it in the car forever. Got a cigarette lighter charger, to charge it in the car and stuff. Like, I played, because the SP was rechargeable. The Advance wasn't. You had to have double A's for the Advance, but the SP was rechargeable. So it was fun. I played a lot. Several good games on it, but Super Mario World, or Super Mario Advance 2, Super Mario World, good game. Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advance 3 is a good game. A ton. They had movies for the Game Boy Advance, like movie cartridges you plug in, episodes, like older movies, like they'd even have like Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network shows like Fairly Odd Parents, SpongeBob, and stuff like that on it. Oh, it was awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a really good system. So if you guys haven't, and you, Rylan, where you said you haven't played a Game Boy Advance game before, I would check out that library of games. It's fun. You can play it in an emulator, whatever. They're fun games.
Yeah, I bet they are. Just, I never really had an opportunity to play a lot of weird games.
Which, by the time you started gaming and stuff, like, I mean, it's more like
So
the
around the 360
PSP.
era.
Yeah, like 360, PSP, PS Vita, really 3DS
Yeah,
era. So you didn't really have a
all that.
chance to play
That was my gaming
your
generation.
generation, right?
That
Mine's the old generation, early
the
2000s, late
GameCube,
90s.
the GameCube and all that.
Yeah. But all right, guys, that's all the topics we have. We appreciate you for watching and listening. You can always watch us live on Kick and YouTube. Join our
Hmm.
Discord. Once we get 30 members, we'll have a movie night. So let everybody know that you know and your friends to join our Discord. And
Yeah,
then
we haven't got any members in a while,
and
so
what long
it'd be
while we
cool
was
if you
getting them
guys.
like one
Yeah,
right after another for a while, and then it just stopped. But
after we started the Discord, we got a whole bunch, and then like people would just quit joining. But if you guys want to join, you guys can join and whatnot.
yeah, it'll be fun.
We'll talk to you
Yeah,
guys. We'll interact and
yeah,
whatever.
chat, hang out,
And
just
if
have
you
fun.
guys have any questions about like games or whatnot, we can tell you about it. And, yeah,
Right? Yeah. If you have any questions about anything, really, I'll try to help you, or we
yeah,
will. Follow us on all of our personal socials, our YouTube, Twitch, Kick, um, our merch on Redbull on Printify, or if you want custom merch, you can DM us on Discord or Instagram. We also have Twitter, and Rylan made a TikTok, which we're going to do an introduction video after this in order to post all of our shorts on TikTok. And then I'll try to make some shorts tonight after our edit and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Rylan, you have anything else?
No, just as I said last episode, we're almost at 100,000 total, 100,000 total downloads, which is awesome.
It is.
So thank you guys so much for that. We're at like 98,600 and something. So
Almost
we're
there.
gonna get there. We're gonna get there by like tomorrow, the next day. So just thank you guys for that. It's a huge milestone for
It is.
us in this podcast.
Only
So
7 months old.
that's just the start of it. That's the thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm really excited to see where this goes,
I am too. But yeah, thank you guys so much for that. And that's all I have to say. Follow our socials, personal socials, follow the podcast socials. Yeah, that's about it.
All right. Yeah. We appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you in the next episode.